Hello everybody. I am going to show you a little bit about my business single screen app. Single screen business app. I chose a rock climbing business, and to set this screen up, I decided to use relative layout. I used the image view at the top, and I decided to have um, the logo and the business name at the very top, overlapping the picture. And it scales nicely. You can show you here. Boom. Looks nice. Boom. Changes from small to big, just how I like it. Actually, I think it did change. Hold on, let me check that again. It didn't. It cut it off at the bottom. I have to make some adjustments for that, but for the most part it works. So that's what I chose for that. And I was messing around to try to get the scale. As you saw, the location and phone number get cut off when you change to smaller screens. I was messing around with different layouts, and I used the linear layout to try to use weights to get the content to scale to size. I've tried a different set dips, and it doesn't seem to work very well. So eventually I just changed everything to be really small to appeal to the lowest common denominator to pass the course parameters. I will be working on finding out a little bit more about how to make that work better. But this is how I did it, and this is also something that wasn't really necessarily the best thing to do either. But I chose a linear layout. These three elements are inside. You can see text view, and for this one I have three separate. I have an image view, a text view, an image view, and I put the layout weight to 1 on the text view, so it would take up the remaining space. It does it very nicely, and I'm kind of proud of myself for being able to do that. But I did get I got pinged on having linear layouts instead of linear layouts. So at least one of the instructors told me that wasn't best practice. So yeah, so this is my idea. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to talk about here was the image view I chose up at the top. I made this in Paint, and you can see it turns out to be kind of janky. It's kind of cool though. I like the little symbol I chose, and it scales so well. It scales just nice, and I think it has something to do with the max width and height here, and the adjust view bounds. I had messed around a bunch with this one because it started overlapping here, and it looked crazy. So I got that to work, and I don't know, maybe you could review some of the code I made here, and it might be helpful. Thank you very much. Have a good day.